Welcome to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show, brought to you by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. Also brought to you by Slumberland at the Lake, our veterinary, and Sir Dyke Yamaha. And you can see the Coaches Show 3 times a day, 10:02, 2:02, and 6:02. And at all of those times early in the season, you'll see a different coach telling us about his team and previewing the season ahead. Right now, we've got Coach Ryan Toombs from the Yellow Jackets of Lebanon. Hey, Coach, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's good to see you again.
Thanks
you
for
came
having
in before last season, your first season at Lebanon, back here for year number 2. You improved things last year, improved the win totals and everything. How are you feeling going into year 2 as far as building the program?
Feel really good about it. We have, like you said, improved in a lot of ways. You mentioned the win column, but a lot of ways different than just wins and losses. I can already tell a difference in our focus on the defensive end, as well as we've started a youth basketball organization in town called the Lab. It stands for Lebanon Association of Basketball. That's gained a lot of traction, and we're getting a lot of interest at the youth levels. Our junior high and high school kids are extremely dedicated. We had almost perfect attendance by several of our players in the off season, and then in the fall practices, our attendance was really incredible. So the buy-in has been at a high level, and that's what I'm most excited about, is that the community's starting to get excited about basketball.
That is so cool, and that's a big part of it, isn't it? Kind of starting that pipeline of kids coming up and getting them into the game and practicing and all that.
Well, I mean, the only way to win basketball games is to have capable athletes that want to work hard and compete at a high level. And so we understand that. It's not going to be the coaching staff that does it all by himself. You know, we've got to develop our athletes and our kids, get them excited about basketball, get them in the gyms working hard, and that is ultimately what's going to make Lebanon basketball a high-quality program.
Absolutely. So what is the goal this season that you want to take that next step? And you mentioned it's not all about wins and losses. There's a lot of stuff people don't see that happens in the stats and behind the scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah. So for us, we're focused on 3 key things. D, R, and E are 3 letters that we talk about with our guys: defense, rebounding, and efficiency. So we want to try to win the defensive rebounding and offensive rebounding battle. So we want our defensive rebounding percentage to be over 80% and our offensive rebounding percentage to be 30% or higher, which we accomplished in our first game. So getting stops, finishing stops with rebounds, and then being efficient on the offensive side of things. So getting a quality shot, first of all, making sure we get a shot, taking care of the basketball, not turning it over. We won the turnover battle in our first game as well, which helped us be successful. So those are really the 3 things, kind of the game within the game, that we're focused on. And then off the court, we're still talking about life and how basketball is a tool for life. And that's our word, our acronym. It stands for love, intentionality, fight, and enthusiasm. And we think that if we can bring those things to the table on and off the floor every day, then we're going to eventually be very successful.
Wow, that is so cool that you're intentionally helping teach the kids not just basketball, but how to be successful in life too. And that really is kind of the whole idea of high school sports.
Of course. I mean, you have to be aware that our student athletes are going to be our fellow citizens as adults in just a few short years. And so we want those guys to be contributors in the Lebanon community. And we're very fortunate. Our kids come from great families. They're good kids, and they really want to be good at whatever they're doing. So in our case, we're fortunate to have them playing basketball, and because they work very hard to be good at that. And I have no doubt that our guys, when they graduate and move on to the next stage of life, are going to be great young men.
Yeah, absolutely. Lebanon seems to be just such a great sports town,
Yeah.
and just the way they get behind the football team
Yeah.
and the wrestling team
Yeah.
and the basketball team. It just seems to be a wonderful sports community.
We have tremendous community support. I mean, if you've ever, I'm sure you've been to our facilities, it's just second to none. And that comes from a lot of donations from within the community. We are never hurting for equipment, attire, you name it. Anytime we make requests to our All Sports Booster Club, they always seem to find a way to come through for us. If we need a sponsor, we have no problem finding a sponsor. The Lebanon community is a great place to be, and whether you're talking about as a coach or just as a father and husband raising their family, great churches in the community, great place to be. So I'm very blessed.
Yeah, that makes a big difference for sure. Okay, so we're getting to know Lebanon Yellow Jacket head coach Ryan Toombs and what's going on with that program as we head into the season here on the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. More right after this. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Laurie. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Hey everyone, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. The holiday weekend's over, but we're still celebrating here at Slumberland. Come check out the big savings in every department. Mattresses, living room, dining room, we've got it all on sale for a great price. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, where we're bringing happy home.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
If you love the lake, you gotta love Lake TV.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show, and a shout out to Firefly Valley Farms for our wonderful coffee here on the Coaches Show. Appreciate it, guys. So we're getting to know what's going on with Lebanon Yellow Jackets basketball. It's Coach Ryan Toombs into your second year, took over last year, started to get things turned around, and that is continuing this season. Ozark Conference, right? I mean, one of, if not the best conference for basketball in the state of Missouri. So much talent in Springfield, especially. It's a tough conference.
For sure. I mean, you cannot take any team in that conference lightly or you're going to end up on the wrong side of the results. So you have to go into every night and every practice preparing to compete in your league. You know, one of the things we talk with our guys a lot about, we've got the banners of all the schools on our wall, and anytime we make a mistake, whether it's against our JV or whatever in practice, it's very easy to point out that, you know, you may have got away with that right there, but that's not going to work against that school or that school.
Right.
And so it's really a good tool for accountability and practice to help our guys understand, because they've done it. They know how difficult it is after last season to compete at that high of a level. And we're in a place as a program right now where we're trying to crack that top half of the conference, right. And that's no small task in and of itself. So Our kids understand that we've got to come to work every day. And I think if you watched us practice, our practices reflect that. It's a very serious environment. We're there to compete and get better, and our kids definitely bring that enthusiasm to practice every day.
So you played basketball, right?
Yes, sir.
What is your love of basketball? What do you love about this sport so much?
Gosh, I love that you have to sacrifice kind of your ego for the betterment of the team. I played at Bolivar, who is in our conference, and one of the things that was great about our teams was that you couldn't, if you were about yourself, you didn't get to play. And if you were about the team, you found a way to contribute, and I think they continue to reflect that in their success. So that was my favorite thing about it, was just the camaraderie, the friendship, the representing your community. I mean, I don't take lightly that I got to represent the Bolivar community on the basketball floor and in other sports. And I hope our kids come away with a sense of community as well from getting to represent the town of Lebanon.
There's something special about putting on the colors too, isn't
Absolutely.
there? I mean, there's just really something incredible about being able to put on that jersey and be in the colors that all of a sudden you just love. They're your favorite colors now.
Absolutely, and the town name,
yeah,
or the town mascot right there across your chest. To me, it's unbeatable. And to go out on a Friday night in front of your home crowd and your family and your friends that you grew up with your whole life are out there supporting you and cheering you on. I don't know that it's a feeling that can be beat.
Yeah, it's greatness, that's for sure. So now your favorite thing is a bee,
that's right?
A yellow jacket.
Yellow Jackets.
Absolutely. Good program, great tradition in football at Lebanon with Coach Christian and stuff. Does that translate over to basketball? Does that help you at all? Do you get any of those athletes? How does that work?
Oh, sure. We get a few of those athletes, and I think it definitely helps. Success breeds success. So when the football program is successful, it makes it easier to promote the basketball program and get some of the things that we need to get done. And when the baseball program succeeds, or when the basketball program succeeds, the baseball program succeeds. I think that definitely bleeds into each other. You want your athletics programs or your athletics department to all perform at a high level, and we definitely, as coaches at Lebanon, we cheer each other on, and we do emphasize with our athletes that for Lebanon to be successful in the Ozark Conference, like you mentioned, we have to share athletes and we have to promote each other's sports so that we can all be successful.
Absolutely. Okay, so here in the holiday season, right? What is your favorite holiday? Does any of those holidays stick out to you? It might be Christmas, it might be Thanksgiving, it might be 4th of July. What's your favorite?
So my favorite holiday is probably Independence Day.
July 4th?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a little bit of a patriotic streak in me. So I went to school to be a history teacher, and when I was an assistant coach, I still taught history and got a chance to really get into the American Revolution, and that stuff is really interesting to me. And then as far as other holidays, I really like Easter, Christmas. So
right.
Both those are really good for obvious reasons. I think the birth of Christ and the resurrection are huge for me and my family in our faith.
Absolutely, us too. So holiday food, what's your favorite holiday food? Ham, turkey?
As far as ham versus turkey, I go ham.
Okay.
And for a side, I really like the stuffing.
Oh yeah. As long as it's got gravy.
With brown
right?
gravy. That's right. Yeah,
and maybe some mashed potatoes thrown in there too. So, but for July 4th, it's not going to be ham, right? What is a hamburger?
Watermelon.
Watermelon, there you go.
It's hot outside.
Don't you love it? Okay, so the Lebanon Yellow Jackets, under great leadership, I know you got a great athletic director in Coach Will Christian, also the coach of the football team. You've taken over the basketball program, great things happening there, just a great sports town of Lebanon. So good luck to you this season. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So that is Coach Ryan Toombs, Lebanon Yellow Jackets here on the Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show every day.